What's going on, family? This is your brother here once again, DeAndre Riley, D.R.speaks. And today is day 18 of the 21-day journey to better in 21. Got just a few days left. Definitely hope that you've been getting something out of these videos, out of these posts. And for your support, I so am grateful. I am so appreciative. Thank you so very much. Continue to stay connected. Go to DRspeaks.org, catch up, and we'll definitely be getting better in 21 days. Listen, family, today's subject is very simple. Stop playing the blame game. Now, I understand and I realize that situations happen in our life, incidents occur, obstacles present themselves in our life, and it makes things difficult. It wearies us, it worries us, it stresses us out. Sometimes it makes us very angry, upset, whatever the case may be. And while all of these things do happen, I'm under even greater conviction that everything begins with you. I told you this in day one. Your responses, your actions, however it is that you're going to respond and react to certain situations, what you're going to do, it all begins with you. You have to be able to understand and take some personal responsibility for your own life, for your own actions, for your own feelings. Understanding that there are some things that, number one, we just cannot control. There are some things that we just can't do anything about. We can't control what someone else is doing over there. We can't control the traffic jam. We can't control the weather. We can't control what maybe our bosses are going to do, or what the people that we are serving in our businesses, what they're going to do. We can't control what our co-workers are going to do. We can't control what the members of the church or what the pastor is going to do. We have to learn how to take some responsibility for ourselves, take some responsibility for our own lives, take some responsibilities for our feelings and our actions. At the end of the day, you have to understand and realize that you are the author, you are the captain of your ship, you are the CEO of your life. You make the decisions on how things are going to go in your life. You have one or two options. You can complain about situations, or you can learn to find a way that can make the situation better. It's like the book, The Question Behind the Question. Oftentimes when things happen to us, we want to know, why did this happen to me? Instead of asking, what could I have maybe done differently in my life to have avoided this? What could I have done differently, or what can I do now to make this situation better? So as I told you yesterday, start thinking positively about things. Start trying to see the good instead of the negative, and start trying to look for different opportunities and possibilities in your life so that you can have that peace, that joy, that contentment that you are supposed to have, that God wants us to have. Secondly, we got to understand and realize that we can't take everything so personal, because again, people are going to be people. And at the end of the day, there are many times things happen in our life. People do things that seem to be out of order to us, contrary to what we want, contrary to what we believe. And they may be completely ignorant or oblivious to what they have done. So take some time, number one, not to take it personal, but number two, to evaluate it. It has some objective thinking. Then thirdly, if it's worth it, confront the person in a nice, reasonable way, asking, hey, this kind of happened. I'm not trying to be overly sensitive. I'm not trying to be overly critical, but hey, man, I was just a little curious about this. I didn't quite understand it. Or just let them flat out know, hey, your feelings were hurt. And if they are true friends, they will value what it is that you're saying. If they really love you, if they really care about you, and I'm kind of getting off on some things, but I believe that needs to be said for somebody, because we get so offensive when people do us wrong, instead of trying to take those steps to mend those relationships and to mend those things and to, bandage our relationships back up, instead of walking away all bitter and upset, running the people's name through the mud, gossiping and backbiting. Those things are not going to help us. So at the end of the day, don't play the blame game. Learn to take some accountability for your life. Learn to maintain a positive perspective. Learn not to take things so personally. And as I always say, you'll get better, you'll get stronger, you'll get wiser, and you will tap into your greatness. We're getting better in 21 days. DR Speaks. Peace. Be blessed.